Girl, Latisha said, girl, I'm gonna work on these waffles, but Antoinette, I need you to work on this wig. You see this lace, girl? Pull it down. What's going on, beautiful people? How are you today? I'm doing wonderful, of course. Y'all, so we gotta talk about this episode, wigs and waffles. Baby, both need work. But let's just talk about it. Belle Collective season 1. This is the episode 2, and we're picking up off of Latrice and People Bryson, aka Zaddy. Okay, so let me just say this. The house is beautiful. They have a beautiful house. Now, I ain't gonna lie, ain't nobody closet that damn clean. Okay? Ain't nobody closet that clean. She got like a Louis Vuitton's, like face a certain way and stuff. Come on, ain't nobody doing all that. But she is talking to Meg the Stallion, aka her publicist, about her hair. I guess she's starting a hair care line. Her group the girls, aka Goddess curls, lengths, whatever. She has a hair care line coming out. So she's talking to her publicist about that, and here comes Cliff, her husband, aka Zaddy, aka People Bryson's cousin or brother. He coming in and he's so complimenting. He was like, hey, how you doing? You so beautiful today. And she was like, don't be complimenting her. He was like, are you offended, baby? Okay, so here's the thing. Latrice, you showed your hand right there. You kind of, I don't know if it's because he older, or you got this complex about you because you got daddy issues, like we said on the first episode. But baby, I like that he compliments without taking away from you. And you were like, well, no, I don't care. Okay, well, if you don't care, then why did you mention it? If you're not pressed about it, you shouldn't have mentioned it. It showed your insecurity, sis. Okay, I'm gonna need you to stop that. That's not cute. Okay. So her husband says to her, you know, I think I want to invest in your hair business. And she was like, okay, but see, this is my business. And he was like, okay, well, why can't I run the warehouse? And she was like, see how I work and how I do things. And I was like, okay, just say you need him to be the silent partner. Just say that. All right, y'all. So while Latisha is meeting with Tambra to discuss how she gonna make these waffles better and empower these women, she talks about the brunch, and she also explains to Tambra how she didn't get a chance because of all the drama that Marie was on. She didn't get a chance to tell them about Fair Street Project and what she wants to do, her vision for the project. So Tambra says, well, girl, you know, my birthday, you know, luncheon is coming up, baby, and I invited all these women, but should I have invited all these women? Because if they cut up at your shit, they for sure gonna cut up at my shit. So while we contemplate on that one, Medea, aka Marie. Yes, I call her Medea because she starts a bunch of shit and act like it ain't her. But, and not only that, but she got a lot of kids. So baby Marie, aka Medea, tells her finger wave friend Essie about the stress she's under. Now y'all, she's a grandmother, okay, of 3. She has 4 children that she's financially taking care of. She has 3 grandchildren by her son Jarrell that she's helping take care of, as well as his baby mamas. And I said, well, I'll be damn, Medea, if somebody better have those. And then she said, she told me, she said, and while Jarrell in school, these baby mamas need things. I said, well, Jarrell ass must not be full time because Jarrell got too much time on his hands, baby. He got, did you say multiple baby mamas? He got 3. I was like, yeah, I need to know more. That's why you angry, Medea. That's why you can't settle things in a rightful manner because you're too busy stressed out about them damn kids and the responsibilities you got at your house that you really don't have to take care of. Because them baby mamas, they lay down with Jarrell. They didn't lay down with Marie. See how that go? My dear, the problem I got with your story was you didn't tell your bestie the truth. You didn't tell her that maybe you shouldn't have come to her. Okay? You shouldn't have come to Latrice at that brunch talking about no damn hair. Okay? That was not the place or the time. What? She's already told you. Come with your receipts. You didn't have them at the time. You should have left it alone or came at her at a different time. Now you pressed, you're mad and disgusted and busted. Ain't our problem, okay? But tell the truth. If you're going to tell it all or don't say shit else about it. But I think she knows she was wrong. I think she knows she was wrong because she was trying to get people on her side. She was trying to build an allegiance and it was like, nah, girl, you wrong. But, her best friend was like, well, I'm going to go to this event. Am I invited to this event? We going. She's like, girl, yeah, you going to go. You going to see how fake these heifers is. And I'm like, Marie, it's you, boo. It's you. But, I mean, I guess you can't see, you can't see it's you because you dealing with the forest through the trees type of shit. I don't know. So what I did find very interesting is that Latisha, is her name Latisha or Latisha? Anyway, I loved how she took the tour with Miss Dorothy. She took the tour of Fair Street and Miss Dorothy was telling her how significant it was. And then she also let us know that her grandfather, who just recently passed, always told her as well how significant and important that street was to the community. And she was like, girl, did you know Miss Peach's restaurant, our former president, yes, Mr. Obama, he ate there before it closed. I was like, oh, okay, that's cool. Like, to see that, that's cool. And she was like, well, I really want to, get this building. It was like an abandoned building across the street. She's like, I really want to start here and build from there. And she was like, well, why? And she was like, because I think it's important to bring it back into our community, which was so important. She's like, my grandfather talked about it all the time. And I find it very important and I find it necessary. And she was like, well, that's a good idea. And yeah, you should do that. And I'm like, okay, cool. So we move on to Antoinette. Oh, Antoinette. So Antoinette house is nice as well. This is a house she kept after the divorce. Latrice is at her house and they're discussing, I guess, the woes of her divorce. And from what she says, Antoinette had a husband who they didn't have a problem with their marriage. They had a problem with children. Antoinette was not ready to have children. And her husband was. And it just ultimately ended up with the grounds for divorce because she felt like she wanted to wait, establish herself in her career, establish her marriage more. And he was like, basically like, hey, we married, let's go. Like, I thought this is what you wanted. And I was like, well, I can see how that could be an issue. I could, because especially if a person doesn't want to wait, on you, then what can you do? But she explains that she found some old baseball paraphernalia in the house as she was remodeling, and she doesn't know what to do with it. And I'm like, shit, the trash, the dumpster, the recycle bin, hell, I mean, make it do what it do, Antoinette. Antoinette, she's a dentist, but to me, I don't know, sometimes she got them ditzy ass moments. And I'm going to say it. I could be wrong, but Antoinette gives me pick me vibes. Like, I want to be seen. I want to be counted and heard. And, but she's so sensitive and emotional. It's just like, okay, like, you didn't want the marriage, or if all it took was you having a child, maybe you could have communicated that more. But apparently you love them. It's very clear that you're still not over your marriage. You just hate to go back knowing that this is the things he wants and you just don't want to give it to him. You're selfish with your time and your energy, and you probably shouldn't have gotten married from the start. That's just my opinion. Now, we move on to Tambra. Now, Tambra, lying ass talking about she 40. I'll be 40 damn. More like 44, 45. That's where I'm looking. Tambra. No. Tambra, I don't see 40, baby. I see more like I see 45. That's what I see. Okay? But if she want to go with 40, bitch, I'm going to let you have 40 then. I'm going to let you have it. So here's the thing. I think that Tambra and Antoinette should be really good Judies. You know why? Because both of them heifers don't really want kids, okay? So Tambra reveals that she has frozen her eggs. And that an NBA player was willing to pay her $1 million to have a baby. And her stylist was like, how does that feel knowing you could have had $1 million baby? And she was like, I don't feel no type of way because I can make that on my own. And I'm like, sure would have been nice. Yeah. But anyway, she said, but just so y'all know, I'm 40. Okay, them 40 lies, 40 acres and a mule. I need you to stop telling them lies. But anyway, that's what she tells us. Oh, Antoinette, girl, you exhausting. Like, you don't know if you want to chin check, follow, cry, lead. You don't know what you want to do. All you know is that you clean teeth. That's what you do. Your job is to clean teeth. Clean them, bitch. That's what I need for you to do, okay? So she at the baseball field. I told her stupid ass to take the shit outside, dispose of it. She at the baseball field, crying and whining, talking about, "Po on me, my man gone." And then her friend was like, I thought we was going to do yoga. No, you didn't, girl. You had a whole pail of baseballs and shit. But anyway, she was like, you got to hit these balls. Is it over? Her friend was like, I know, y'all. Is it over? She's like, it's over. She was like, I loved him, but it's over. I'm like, oh my God, Jesus. Help. Like, what we crying for? Then, y'all, what killed me. This girl says, I think my real issue was bringing biracial children into the world because of the looks and the stares and things that we receive in Mississippi. The world is bigger than Mississippi, baby. It is. It's bigger than Mississippi. It is. I mean, yes, you're in the South, but honey, like, you had to have known that your man, your husband was going to want kids, and they were going to be biracial. Oh, you forgot that part. They were going to be biracial. Like, that's what I'm saying, y'all. Internet, yeah, she not my favorite person on the show. She just not. She not. Like, because she act ditzy dumb, like, dumb as hell. She having a Portia. You know what? She coming on this show like Portia first came on Housewives of Atlanta. Just dumb as shit. Y'all, let me tell y'all what I laughed about. When Tambra party was starting and Latrice and People Bryson cousin got out the car and she was like, yeah, me and Daddy looking like B and J. I was like, no. I'ma need y'all to y'all looking like changing faces up in this mud with R. Kelly. Y'all fooling around. Fooling. They did look like an R&B group getting out their damn truck. And Antoinette always a +1 without her own whip. Why is that? What happened to that Porsche, the divorce Porsche? Oh, okay. Wasn't in the credit score at all. Like, she said we jumping out looking like B and J. Girl, that killed me. Rocks and barbecue. Whitney and Bobby. Shit. But not no B and J, baby. You went too damn far. Y'all, so Latrice is down at the table with the ladies, including her publicist, Meg the Stallion, because she, baby, she built like a stallion. She's every bit 6 feet, 6'2". She's strong. I mean, stout like I don't want no problems with her. But she sits down and she says, the problem I had with Marie is that she didn't recognize my office hours. My office hours are from 9 to 5. She came at that brunch, which is outside of my office hours. What are my office hours? Say it with me, y'all. 9 to 5. she was not within my business hours. And I said, I hear you, girl. I hear you. And not only that, but she was very disrespectful. But Latrice called her little Bo Peep. That was funny to me. So then Latisha comes to the table, and she told Antoinette, well, now what you not gonna do is talk about my friend, because see, Antoinette was shady as shit. See, she know who she could be shady around, but she forgot, honey, Latisha, that's still Latisha's friend too. Antoinette was like, well, what does she do? What does Marie do? And she was like, well, she's a mental health counselor. She runs a group home. She's like, oh, so she ordinary. And I was like, what you just say, Antoinette? See, that's why somebody need to pop the, ooh, they need to pop the shit out of you. Antoinette, your mouth is so slick for a person that got 2 tricks and no man. Like, I was so mad at her. And then Latisha was like, wait a minute. What we not going to do is get on my friend. She's a professional, just like you are, who deals with mental health. And then Zaddy, aka people Bryson's cousin, he was like, well, wait a minute. Now, I agree with her. That's your friend, and you're not going to let nobody talk to your friend that way, so I respect that about you. And she's like, well, thank you. And I was like, yeah, like, Antoinette, and she was like, oh no, I wasn't trying to be shady. Yes, you were. You little passive aggressive heifer. Yes, you were. Yes, you were, with that raggedy ass wig on. That's why her ass pulled that wig down on your forehead. She was like, don't come for me unless I send for you. Antoinette, you had no right to talk shit about that girl, because that girl went at the table. You could have asked her, excuse me, I would like to know, I didn't get a chance to ask you at the brunch, what do you do? Or where do you work? What profession do you work in? No, you gonna ask the group like you being shady. Heifer. So of course Daddy says, we're not gonna do this today. Let's turn up, let's have a good time. He said, DJ, y'all know what to do, keep the party going. So they turned up. And I was like, okay, well, thank God for People Bryson. Thank God for People Bryson family, because that was about to go real wrong real quick. But anyway, Medea, aka Marie, aka Little Bo Peep, arrives at the party. I don't know why grandma got that on. You too damn old to have your back out as low as it was with the outfit on. You was reaching hard as shit, and it showed. And you couldn't tell her in them finger waves with the pump it up roller set. Shit. Honey, you couldn't tell her or Effie. Dream girls. You couldn't tell the dream girl shit. And I was like, I am telling you. Y'all need new hairstylists. Y'all, that shit is old. Like, they was doing it about 5, maybe 10 years ago. But what am I saying? This is Mississippi. They might be a little behind on the times. But she sits down and she says, oh, yeah, that's her, the girl. You remember I was telling you, girl, about the hair? Well, that's her. She owns the hair. And she was like, yeah, I was trying to talk to her about the hair. And I was like, oh, Latrice, she told you her hours. Her hours of operation are from 9 to 5. You were not within those business operations. So, no, there was a disconnect there. Yes, it was. Anyway, Meg Thee Stallion comes over there trying to say her pleasantries. Hello, what do you do? Well, come on, sit with us. It's no problem. I'm nosy. I want to get in people's business and shit. You never know when I might need to represent you. And she might, because that Jarrell situation with her family is, woo, it needs some PR, for real, PR stunt. But, she basically says, another time. So Marie had got her ass on her shoulders, as my grandma used to say. Walking around here with your ass on your shoulders like somebody owe you something. Because the girl basically was like, what you mad about? And she tried to go in. But I love that Latisha was like, you were wrong. In a sense, like, you came at that girl at my brunch. It could have went worse. It could have went real left. It went left a little bit, but it could have U-turned and hit some spins and dips. You were wrong. And she was like, you just come off so strong, and you need to check yourself. And I'm here to tell you, you ain't have to do all that with that girl when it comes to that hair. It was a way you could have approached it. Point blank in the period. So, you know, it like Latisha was right. It was inappropriate right now to discuss the hair situation at the event. It didn't need to be discussed again. It was what it was. Now, Latrice has an issue with the empowerment of women. And I said, well, if you have an issue, then this is your opportunity to empower them. Okay? I mean, give all the girls one of them starter kits and all that, or do your own event and invite them, including Marie and extend an olive branch. Like, y'all got off on the wrong foot. But again, this is reality TV. So, Latisha, you know, she of course, after she talks to, you know, Medea, you know, crying and wiping her tears. I'm just so misunderstood. But Latisha got her together in a nice way, as a friend should, without being disrespectful. She said, let me move on to Antoinette's stinking ass, because Antoinette think I'm playing these games, and everybody here is my friend. I invited everybody. Everybody's here. But before we get to that, Tambra, why do you have Secret Service with you? Like you like you on the Tom Joy in the Morning Show. Why? I'm confused. But anyway, I'm gonna let it go. I mean, her dress was cute and all that, but I'm gonna let it go. Tambra gets to her event, of course, fashionably late, but she's cute. She really, you know what I noticed? Tambra is not gonna be about that mess. She's not. She's not gonna let us in to see too much, and she's gonna give us just enough to comment on. That's where I see her as. But the end of the episode, y'all, with with Antoinette trying to be shady, and she was like, I wasn't trying to be shady. She's like, yes, you were. She said, just like you weren't trying. She's like, well, okay, I gotta eat my words. Okay, I was shading your brunch. And she's like, that's all right, because I'm gonna shade your wig. And she pulled that wig down. She was like, bitch. I was like, yeah, see, she got you together. She was like, girl, we ain't gotta be like that. We all on the same team. She's like, just like you was shading my brunch and telling me how I could do better, I can accept that. But can you accept that piss poor ass wig? And I was like, I'm gonna get this wig together. This is the wig that Boo Boo Kitty Antoinette had on. I'm gonna get this together too. Yep, I am. But you guys, that was the episode 2 for Belle Collective. I'm enjoying the show. It gives me some good giggles and laughs. But if you like this video, please like it. Hit the bell notification after you subscribe, because I'm pretty sure you will, because why wouldn't you? I love seeing you guys. See you guys soon. Like, comment, share this video. Subscribe to my channel. I will see you guys next week. Please follow me on social media. I'm on Instagram as well as Clubhouse. And until next week, I'll see you guys soon. Take care. Bye. Let me get this wig together, girl.